All right, we gonna get into these new Jack members. We got Cameron Byers, Marie Benjamin, Keith Smith Cameron, Reese, Cuzzo Jenkins, Marshall Davis, Teresa G, Destination Mountaintop, John Rawls, Ethnic Morals, Darielle Lee, King Collier, Shamana Taylor, Scotty Phelan, Jonah C, Doug Dawson, Jermaine Lawrence, D, Deb, Keenan Baker. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna pick this episode up from that next day. Let's get straight into it. It's gravy time! Now we go to chow and we head out for the drills. We start on our drills and we get through the drills. Now we head out on the hike. Now when we get out on the hike, two inmates they call Rock and Alfalfa, they just lagging behind bad. Now all eyes on them at this point cause they jogging at half speed and they just looking all around. Papa is like the third person from the front, so he comes all the way back to where they at. Man, what y'all boys doing? Man, we gotta hike another mile, boy. Y'all boys in trouble. So Papa kind of tell them that and they pick up the speed a little bit. So when we make it back to our start point, they had been lagging so bad, now we gotta do an extra mile. Now at this point, everybody heated. Everybody getting on their head. Man, y'all ain't getting 1 star, y'all boys getting 2 stars. So now we take off for the extra mile and everybody kind of keep up and we finally get through that mile. So when we get back this time, the COs cleared us and we all can head back into the dorm. Now when we get back to the dorm, my mind just stuck on Kenny hitting me with whatever he hit me with yesterday. So instead of hitting the showers like I normally do, I go find DeWitt. Say, DeWitt, bro, I need you to do something for me, bro. What that is you need me to do for you, baby? So I tell DeWitt what it is I need him to do. We dap up and I head to the shower. So as I go get in the shower this particular day, as I go, I see some inmates over there, they just talking and moving towards the shower. Now when I get in the shower, they got this inmate named Miko. He's scrubbing real fast trying to hurry up and get up out of there. Now as soon as I turn on the water and not a second later, them inmates walk in. Now as soon as they walk in, they all just spread out. So now at this time, Miko's still showering. He ain't even turn around and look behind him. Bow, what now, huh? What you thought it was a game? What you talking about, bro? Now Miko looking terrified. He really looking like he don't know what's going on. Yeah, I told you to hook me up with your sister, but you won't act like your sister too good for a nigga. Now these dudes that ran in the shower on Miko, cause apparently for visitation, they done seen his sister and they wanted to holler at her and Miko must have fanned them off like, man, it ain't happening. Bow, bow. Next time I ask you to do something, bow, you gonna do it, huh? Bow, ain't you gonna do it, Miko? Bow, bow, huh? Bow, bow. Man, pull that little bitch by his leg. Yeah, yeah. Bow, hold your head up. Bow, pick your head up, boy. Bow, bow, huh? Bow. Now these dudes just beat this man and stomp this man and leave this man laying in the shower crying. So now none of this ain't my business. So I hurry up and take my shower and get up out the shower. But I'm still thinking, how ignorant is this? Now I'm getting out the shower and I'm heading back to my room and the CO comes in and calls Papa's name and takes Papa out. Now I go to my room, put all my toiletries up and I go sit on the bench. Now as soon as Kojak see me sit down, he come out his room. Now we really just sit there talking and debating, knowing that nobody worked today, should we leave out the dorm? So we finally decide to go look for Cody and Lance. Now as soon as we walk out the dorm, Cody and Lance must have been thinking about the same thing we was thinking about, cause they meeting us right at the door. So we all greet each other and dap up, you know the usual. Say, Cody, man, you talk to your brother-in-law about what I talked to you about, bro? Oh yeah, that's a go, baby. That's a big 10-4. Now that box situation that I hollered at Cody about the other day, he let me know that was a big 10-4 and it was all good. So we all talking and off instinct, we all just walk back in our dorm. So as soon as we walk in the door, I see Arthur boys all over Pepper boys with soap socks and weapons. Bam! Yeah! Bow! Bow! Yeah, get him! Get him! Huh? 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 Bow! 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 Oh yeah! Bow! Hold him up! Bow! Bow! Yeah! Huh? Yeah! Bam! Come on! Come on! Bow! 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 Bam! Oh, I got him! Bow! 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 Don't let him go! Bam! Bam! Arthur homeboy Boys is straight in here slaughtering Pepper Boys. You see Pepper Boys breaking and running, trying to get away, but them boys on them hard. Oh, I got him. Bow, bow, bow. Don't let him go. Bam, bam. So like 3-4 Pepper Boys run clean out the door. Now these dudes panicking because they really get messed up in there. So like 10 minutes later, the COs come rushing up in there. Pepper homeboys never come back, and like 3 of Arthur boys still going to work on them boys. Bull, get out. Bull, bull, get out. Don't you move. Bull, bull. Shh. Bam. Oh, you won't do it like this, inmate? Bam, bam, bam. Now these COs that caught 4 Arthur boys red-handed, and they started working them. But most COs come pouring up in there. Man, these COs do all kind of takedown maneuvers and shit like that. Man, they fold these boys up and get them up out of there quick. Now keep in mind, Arthur in this dorm, but Arthur didn't even go in. He let his boys go in head first, and he just stood back. Now Pepper ain't lose nothing but 2 homies to this attack, and Arthur lost 4 of his homies. Now we gonna fast forward up an hour. Now when Pepper come back in the dorm, his boys immediately go run up to him and tell him what just happened. Now you can see by the look on his face he heated, but he don't make no moves right then and there. Now at this time, Arthur and his remaining boys, they all go lock up in his room and I guess start discussing a strategy. So now at this time, everything they calm down, so we tell Kojak to go get his checkerboard. Now when Kojak go get the checkers, we go find an empty bench and we start playing checkers. We just playing checkers and everything good. I done told you, you ain't getting none of this. Say, Willie, you ain't gotta log cap me like that. Nah, I log cap you cause you just don't seem to get it. I'm telling you, Willie, man, calm down, bro. And if I don't, what you gonna do? Now this inmate named Jason then went up to Willie trying to be on the down low, asking Willie to smash. Him and Willie going backwards and forward, and Willie want everybody to know Willie loud capping it. You better bag the fuck up out my face. Bow. Oh, you gonna hit me? I'm about to show your ass. Now this what I be saying. These straight dudes think these queens can't fight. Boy, what Willie do to this boy? Oh, bow, come here. Bow, bow, bow. Don't run. Bow, bow, bow. Come here. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Get your head here. Bam, bam, bam. Stop playing with me here. Bam, bam, bam. Get up on me. Get up on me. Bam, bam. Now at this point, Willie got this boy on the ground and he's trying to crawl to get away from Willie. Oh, bam. No, Mr. Tough Man. Bam, you want to hit somebody. Bam, bam. Don't crawl. Bam! I seen Willie work this boy until this boy begged Willie to stop. No, this dude begging Willie to stop beating on him. When I say everybody start clowning this boy, man, everybody clown this boy. Now we gonna fast forward this up to that next morning. We on the move, so we get up, go to chow, and we head out for the drills. Now we went through all the drills real smooth, and then we head out for the hike. Now when we go out for the hike, Rock and Alfalfa intentionally fell behind everybody. Now everybody just jogging along, then all of a sudden we hear sounds like a fence rattling. Now in this prison, we don't have a whole lot of fence and barbed wire because it's surrounded by water. Where you gonna go? Now everybody start running back to where they hear the fence rattling because it's making noise. When we get back to that point, we see Rock and Alfalfa climbing over the fence. Now when they climb over the fence, they immediately jumps in the water. Now ain't nobody go get no COs because they don't want to be labeled a rat. So we just sitting there watching them trying to swim all this distance to get to the other side. Now standing on the other side of that fence, it don't look like it's that far. But this is a good bit of distance they trying to swim. Man, these dudes don't make it the length of a football field before they start screaming and hollering. Now Alfalfa starts swimming back, but you just see Rock going up and down. Help, help, help. Now when Rock get to screaming for help, everybody get to start to running towards the COs, trying to get the COs to try to get them help. At this time, Alfalfa already done made it back to where we at. So when the COs make it back, they don't jump across the fence and try to go rush aid to Rock. They just stand there and let him drink water. Then after about 5 minutes of them watching Rock drown, you hear them say, go ahead and roll the boat. So out of nowhere, you see a boat come riding through. But at this time, Rock ain't nowhere to be found. He done went under. We're gonna need everybody back to the dorms. Let's move it, move it, move it, move it. So they rushed us back to the dorms. Now at this point, Rock was still out there nowhere to be found, and we just in the dorm. Now let me show you how cold-hearted these inmates is. Man, I got 50, they don't find them. Put me down for 20, they find him. These dudes just start betting whether or not that the guards gonna find Rock in time enough to save his life, or if they even find him at all. At this time, everybody done placed their bets and went back to what they was doing. Me, I go hit the shower. Now, when I get out the shower, I see 4 swole big old dudes that I know ain't from this dorm. Now, they walk around for a minute just shaking other dudes' hands that they know. Then after a minute, they go walk up to this inmate named Coco. Say, boy, you got that package for me? Man, y'all ain't about to extort me, man. I ain't paying y'all nothing, man. So without another word from these 4 inmates, bow, bow, bow. Come on, hey, we gonna use your rap. Yeah, bow, 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 bow. We gonna take them to their room. Bow, 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 bow. Man, these dudes beating and dragging Coco at the same time. Let it go, let it go, let it go, huh? Bow, let it go. So while they trying to drag Coco to somebody they know room, he grabbed on one of the benches and was holding on, and dude and them started stomping him and punching him. Let it go, let it go, let it go, huh? So finally they beat Coco all the way to the room, and they beating him and stomping him all the way there, and they closed the door, and all you hear is Coco screaming and hollering, "Let me out, bro!" Now at this point we can't see nothing, all we can do is hear. Bow, I told you to get that money, boy. Bow, bow, I told you to get that money. Now we about to run up in you, boy. Bow, bow, bow. Now, I think it's pretty safe to say they ran up in that boy. Now, while all this going on, I'm sitting on the 3rd bench just listening to all this. Then I see DeWitt come walk up to me. Then DeWitt nods his head like, look that way. So I turns and look that way, because the way he nodded his head, it was in the direction where Kenny was sitting at. Then I see 3 dudes that I later found out name was JC, Tim, and Lou. Bow, yeah, bow, yeah, bow, bow, yeah, bow, yeah. Come on, let's finish this boy. Yeah, 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 bow, yeah, yeah. Now I'm just looking, and I know what I asked DeWitt to do, but at the time, I'm stunned because I didn't expect it to happen that quick in that moment. Man, these dudes was giving it to Kenny raw. They was making sure Kenny didn't leave here. So at the time they was giving it to Kenny, his homeboy break and run out the door. Now DeWitt started telling them dudes to wrap it up, because Kenny homeboy going to get the COs. But at the same time, I'm looking at DeWitt like, oh, this dude here's something else. He got some stuff with him. So after 10 minutes, when Kenny homeboy left out the dorm, he come back with the COs. Now at this time, Kenny just laying there by himself leaking. So the COs see Kenny and they radio for help. Then they start asking Kenny homeboy who did this. Now I'ma just take a wild guess. Kenny homeboys have seen these dudes at work before, cause Kenny homeboy ain't say shit. Now this when the shit turned up for me and DeWitt on a whole nother level. Now when the guards came in here on this shit with Kenny, them 4 dudes was still in that room with Coco. So now one of the guards over here, Coco in there screaming, and he goes over there and busts the room open. What the fuck is this? Get the fuck up, inmates! So when the guard bust open and see what's going on in that room, he radio for backup, and guards come rushing up in this motherfucker. Now when they back up get here, they go in there mace and beat them dudes senseless. But that ain't even the part I'm tripping on. So like I said earlier, them dudes was cool with dudes in our dorm. So as the COs taking Kenny, them dudes, and Coco out, everybody just looking at me and DeWitt, Tim, Lou, and JC. Now as they rolling Kenny out on a stretcher, one of the dudes looking at us and pointing at Kenny's stretcher, meaning y'all gonna be on this stretcher next. Y'all got my homeboys caught up in this. Now I'ma go ahead and fast forward up to nightfall. Now while everybody getting ready to take it in, I'm noticing all kind of little group forming, huddles, everybody talking, and everybody seem to be looking at us. So I go ahead and take my nightly shower because I'm about to get ready to take it in for the night. Then all out the blue, some old random ass inmate just passed by me. Say, boy, you better keep your head up because we coming for your throat. So I just looked that dude good and just walked off to my room. But that right there just let me know what's really about to take place. So I go find DeWitt and let DeWitt know what just happened and what the dude just say. So DeWitt just disregarded like he ain't even tripping on it. But I ain't even that kind of dude to just take things lightly like that. It's gravy time. So we get up, get ourselves together. We go to chow and everybody eligible to go to work, they go to work. So we do our drills and we do the hike and they clear us to go back to the dorm. Now when we get back in the dorm, I go straight to take my shower because I hate being sweaty. So as soon as I get out the shower, I see Box and 4 more dudes come in. Now I kind of pause for a minute. Then I start walking towards my room and they walking towards me. Then all of a sudden, I see Cody come in and close the door. Yeah, we about to stomp that ass out now. Where you gonna run to now? So at this time, Box getting super hyped and I ain't even got my weapon on me. Then all out of nowhere, bow! Tika steals on Box. Then all of them start hitting him. Bow! 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 I get into him too. Bow! 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 Now the whole plan was I told Cody if his brother-in-law will help me get to Box, I'll put some money on all they books. Now I was cool with all this going down, but all this shit happened back to back to back to back. So now at this time, it's too late to turn any of this back or stop any of this. So I just go full speed ahead with it. Bam, 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 yeah, bam, 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 bam. So when I tell you Box on homeboys, turn on him for $1 and beat the snot out this boy. Now I'm gonna stop this episode right here and we're gonna pick up from here on the next one.